and this is the result of bag one of Ninjago Docks. And as you can see, we're obviously laying the groundwork for what I imagine is going to be an awful lot of blue tiles. I don't know that for definite, but that's my hunch. I mean, you know, we are making docks, so I reckon all of this is going to be covered in water tiles. Our first minifigure is someone we've seen before in Ninjago City. It's Lloyd. Loving his fancy little sword, aren't you? Thank you very much. And lo, the lovely blue tile water effect has commenced. Very small build today on bag 2, but as you can see, the lovely shimmery goodness is starting to come together, and we now have this main structure in the centre. So obviously I think we've established that all of this bit is probably going to be water, and this now will be the foundations of everything that's going to come. But there we are, bag 2, and here it is. This is the result of bag 3. As you can see, more of these lovely water tiles. I love how they punctuate it with these sort of little suggestions of floral life. This has gone in today. These green tiles, you know how I feel about tiles, full stop. I mean, it's just been a endless sharp thrill. But that's it. Again, just a small structural advancement. We have a new minifigure. Hello. He's called Private Puffer, which has raised the question of what on earth the armed forces in Ninjago Docks are actually up to. I mean, basically he's a man with a fish on his head who has turned up for work with a saw stuck into a fish's mouth. Also, he looks like a 42-year-old man who might come out and shout at you if you've parked across his driveway. Which again begs the question of, you know, if he's about 42 and he's still a private, he clearly hasn't advanced through the ranks. On bag 4, I shall give you a lovely sweep across the gorgeousness of the tiles that have gone in today. There's so much of this stuff we're still doing. The water section, but there it is. Again, not much to look at, but my goodness, it was pretty complicated getting all those tiles in the right place. Some more little dots of floral business going on. Bag 6, and as you can see, we are still very much in the structural days of this build. The flooring has gone down here and here, and we have these new tiled sections. That's gone in, and this bit's gone in over here. This beige line here has gone in as well, separating the two bodies of water. We have some lily pads, and we have some fronds, a barrel, and oh, hello. Yeah. First frog. I thought I would show you how I've been getting along on the club project. This is the off-kit build that we are doing over at Relax with Lego with the Afflewack gang. So I've put in some tiles here and a tiled section here. This is the frog processing plant. So this this needs to have an industrial feel. So hence I've got the barrel here with the broom. I've got a bike. I've built this crane. Let me see if I can just, which moves. Thank you very much. And I wanted this room here where they receive the fish and the frogs to feel quite industrial. So we've got a newspaper on the windows, and I'm trying to give that room a bit of, you know, a rough and ready feel. But we're getting there. So that's the Frog Exchange. As you can see, it's the bamboo landing area. Ooh. It was a very satisfying build. But that's all we've got. Now I'll show you what I've done on the Frog Exchange today. Now Gary Blair requested that there should be a secret room somewhere in the Frog Exchange. So I've built this. That's a bookcase. Oh, hello, little secret room. Obviously we're making a start now on the second level. This will fix down eventually, but not yet. But I've had to reduce the height of the crane in there to accommodate this secret room, which Gary Blair would like to be an opium den. I mean, I'll give that a go, Gary Blair. I'll give it my best shot, but that's where we are with the Frog Exchange. It's bag 7, and we've started to get some detail. So here we have new additions to the edge of the docks. We have our first sticker, 3 cheers for that. And now we have this lovely observation deck, which is tremendous, with a moving telescope, and you know how much I love a moving part. This is new. I think it must be some sort of water container. Not sure. If you have suggestions as to what that is, then obviously let me know. But there we go. So we've started getting into the details. This lovely Ninjago style fencing here. We've seen that before, of course. But that's the main build on bag 7. I absolutely love that telescope, the way that came together. It was really nice. We have a new minifigure. Get ready. This is Ranji, who is obviously a carrier of fish. And if you can see in the background over there, look, you can see old Private Puffer with his saw sticking out of a fish. So I hope she doesn't go anywhere near him. Anyway, there she is. She's fabulous, isn't she? I love the way they've created that effect of carrying the fish over her shoulder. Oh, well done, Lego. You're just super. Bag 8. So we have now this lovely exterior wall. I don't know if you can see these lovely sort of slats here. Very nice. And we've put in a stair there. But the best bit, oh look, we've got bananas, got the butterfly testicles, and we have some lovely apples. This is nice, isn't it? This is a lovely detail. So that's where we are with bag 8. I'm going to quickly show you where we're up to on the club build. As you may remember that Gary Blair requested a hidden room into an opium den. Oh, hello, Paul McCartney. What are you doing in there? What's that you've got in your hand? Oh no. no, no, no. So that's it. Today's build is really all about this moving part. Oh, hello, rotisserie chicken. Hello. Hello to you. Hello to... Oh, it stopped working. We have a new figure. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Hello. Hello. He's looking very worried and seems to be running with money. Bag 10. We've got this new stair that's gone on here, and we have some new tiling detail that's gone in along here and here. Got some new grabby things here, so probably something's going to be attached to that. New little sign there, no idea what it means. But the main new feature we have from Bag 10 is this little sculpture studio or an art shop, or that seems to be what it is, a little gallery. Because our new minifigure today is this woman who's called Runmay. She's got a hammer and a chisel, and as you can see, she's actually sweating. So I don't know what's gone on there, but she's our new minifigure, and that's her opus. I'm calling, I don't know if you can see it, it's sort of like a skeleton or something. I'm calling it Ian by the beach for no other reason than I can't think of anything else. Bag 11 has yielded some quite tremendous results. We now have this lovely little boat here that has a nice moving feature. No idea what that is, but it looks very exotic. So that's pretty, like the detail, like that tile there, that's very nice. And that slides under there. We've got some barrels. Now there is stuff inside those barrels. There's some cookies, there's a can of fizzy drink, and there's a skeleton head in those 3 barrels. You're going to have to take my word for that. And in this barrel there are some diamonds, and obviously we have moving parts there. I think that's a good solid 7 out of 10 moving part, wouldn't you say? And then on the other side we have these pillars here into the woefully inadequately lit sculptor's studio. Thank you for that, Graham Triggs. And we have a crab on a stick and a fish in a barrel. So I think all in all that's a good day's work. So thank you, Bag 11. This is Bag 12. As you can see, it's a little room that we've stuck on the back of the observation deck. Inside on the walls it's got maps, there's a sextant there, and then in the corner of the room you can see there's a globe, and that does move around. I'd sort of give that a 5 out of 10 for a moving part. Also in there, I've taken it out so I can show you, is this lovely little thing. Looks a little, I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of book, and that goes in there. I'll do that later because I thought it was a bit too fiddly. So that's Bag 12, and here's our new minifigure. And unlike other minifigures we've had who either look terrified or sweating, he sort of looks reasonably jolly. He's called Rundy. We don't really know anything much about him, but I think he owns that boat over there. He's got a paddle. By the way, we're having a conversation over at Relax with Lego as to what accent we think the Ninjagans have, and rightly or wrongly, I've sort of plumped for Yorkshire. I don't know if that's right. It might be entirely wrong. If you have insight into this, then obviously please let me know. Bag 13 has been nothing short of delightful. So we have this new little room that's on top of the docks, and this is sweet. There's a little bunk bed there, but if I take that out, look, there's a little poster of a cowboy underneath, which is rather tremendous. And if you can see in there, we've got a little sink and oven, black and white television, some rather nice lanterns, and then look at this magnificence. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That actually flips forward. I mean, that's a 3 out of 10 moving part, but you know, nothing more than that really. But that lovely little build, very sweet, and that's what I've got to show you today. So that was bag 13. And for those of you following along on the club build, I've made some adjustments here. So I've split the bar that's got old John Lennon working in there. See his profile there. And the karaoke section. That's actually a few characters from Stranger Things. They've taken themselves off to the karaoke bar. And I've put this little sidewalk in here. But I think that's a much better structure for what we're going to put on top. But that's looking not half bad, is it? Short little build today for bag 14. We've got these lovely little golden frogs, but it's all about the roofs. So we've made this one with this wonderful, wonderful curve. And I'll just show you the other side so you can just see that we've got the little golden frogs there, and then we've got this side roof here with the aerial and what looks like some little solar panels. So that was bag 14. We have a new minifigure. Are you anyone of a nervous disposition? Maybe brace yourself now. Look at him. Look at him. He's got 4 arms. He looks absolutely furious. It's bag 15. Bag 15. With, I have to say, my favourite lanterns to date. These are lovely. So we've got a new set of stairs here. It's got some nice advertising up the side, but we think that this is a martial arts room. These sabres, putting them in there, that was very pleasurable. I can't lie about that. We've got some business up here. We've got more sabres on that wall there. On the other side of the wall, spin it round if I can. So there's some more knickknacks that seem to be there. Don't know what that big claw's doing, but it's obviously martial arts related. Now I'm going to show you where we're up to with the club build. This is a room requested by Jamie Wally Whaley. It's the frog lab where they're turning green frogs into golden frogs, and I'll just turn this around so you can see this effect. Thank you. Do you like the magnifying glass? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. You see, this is what happens when you make the requests, and guess what? I make the dreams come true. We have got some new minifigures today. He's called Dareth. We think he's a martial arts sensei. And here is Little Nelson. Little Nelson. We have no idea what that is that he's holding in his hand. If you have got an idea, then tell me. If not, see you tomorrow. And here is bag 16. We've got some lovely new posters here. We've got a new ladder, little door. We're not quite sure what this room is. It seems to sell handcuffs and newspapers. You can make of that what you will. Nice little lantern there. That's gone askew, don't mind that, but look, there's a nice little look into the shop. There's the papers sitting here all nicely in a row. A few more bits, but that's it, a lovely new little room. We had a guest builder today.
Love the face.
Thank you. Lovely, lovely bag 17 today, very colourful. We have a little drinks machine here. There't some money coming out there, but there are some drink cans in there. And inside this little, not quite sure what that is, to be honest, in here. Some posters on the wall. There's a poster here that you can swap. Do you remember in the other one you could slide that in and out and swap it over? But we can do that again. I'll just give you a little sweep round of it, but that's rather lovely. Is it not? A lovely feature. But there we go. That is bag 17. And over on the club build, I have finally built Gary Blair's Tadpolarium. I've made it a wet room, as you can see, so some water is coming out. But there's water spurting out of the wall here, and if you can see in there, I've done a fountain, it would seem, but actually it's not. It's a trick. So every time a frog jumps into there, it goes down that tube there into the frog lab. So that's cunning. So there it is. That's the Tadpolarium for Gary Blair. Not much to show today for bag 18. We've just got this little golden frog. We've built this roof. I've got this sort of bonbon of epicness. But that's it. There really isn't much to show for bag 18, but do join me tomorrow. I'll just give you a little pan round of where we're up to with the old Ninjago Docks. But join me tomorrow for the final bag of the Ninjago Dock build. And I think we're going to have quite the controversial minifigure. See you tomorrow. And there it is. That's Ninjago Docks together with Ninjago City. Does that not look absolutely amazing? So let's just remind ourselves of what we did here. So we had the old moving barrel, the rotisserie that was in there, the lovely veg here. Obviously I've put all the characters on as well. Old Private Puffer there on the observation deck. We've got these two outside the martial arts studio, turning it round before I attach it on. There's old Mistake with a teapot. Do you remember that when we realised that was a cooked crab? That was a bad business. Floyd, old sweaty face there outside her sculpture studio. And this domestic scene, this new minifigure arrived today. I don't know if you can see, but she seems to be holding her baby via its anus, which I imagine is against every health and safety recommendation there is. But anyway, this domestic is ongoing. But there it is. Look at that. What a thing of incredible beauty. And now I might need some help doing that, but that will be slotted together. Will you look at that, if you please? Oh, what a joy. Anyway, there should be a new build coming very shortly.